What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn said recently in an interview on IFL TV that when Joshua had the belts, Wilder never wanted to be undisputed. And what do I say about that? Well, of course we know that there is now a high urgency or a demand or an interest to be undisputed from Wilder. He even goes as far as blasting Tyson Fury, a guy that he begged for a rematch. He wanted so much for a rematch to right his wrongs. Now it's all about undisputed. See, there's the problem with that. How is your focus going to be derailed by someone else's? Why all of a sudden? Because it's Andy Ruiz? Of course it is. It's Andy Ruiz. You know that fight can be made. You know that fight will be easier to be made. But the problem is, why didn't you have that same energy when Joshua had the belts? See, Eddie Hearn is right. People know all of a sudden that Deontay Wilder now wants to be undisputed, based on the fact that the belts changed hands. The belts changed hands. Andy Ruiz has the belt, and he figures to himself, you know what? If I beat Andy Ruiz, I never have to fight Joshua. See, and that is proof by itself, people. If you follow me, you would want, and this is what people do with triangle theories, you would rather fight the guy that beat the guy instead of beat the guy. Like, for example, Wilder would love to fight Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, but you never wanted to fight Klitschko, or your handlers never wanted you to fight Klitschko. Either one, you didn't fight Klitschko, right? But you wanted to fight Tyson Fury because you knew Tyson Fury already had a win over Klitschko. So that strategy of avoiding the toughest opposition, right, comes from cowardice, right? See, if he fought Andy Ruiz, he knew that I would never have to fight Anthony Joshua. See, let's say Wilder fights. Let's say Ruiz wins. He beats Joshua again, and he has those belts. Now, Deontay Wilder's going for those belts because, again, like I told you guys, this is all about competition and envy, right? He's trying to compete with Joshua's status. He doesn't want to fight Joshua. He wants to beat Joshua. That's what I keep telling you guys. It's not about Joshua and fighting the best. It's not about that. It's about trying to get the buzz that Joshua had for doing and taking the risk that he had to make the rewards that he accomplished, right? He obtained those rewards because he did things that Wilder didn't do, and Wilder still don't see that. But then yet, when Joshua had those belts, he clearly said it's not about the belts. It's not really worth wasting a lot of time on this. It's just to clarify something. People see what's going on in the sport of boxing. Wilder can want to fight with Fury, then he gets a fight, and then all of a sudden another opportunity comes around. Why is it that going to stop you from fulfilling your previous intention, right? If he wanted to fight and beat Fury, and he says, oh, I knocked Fury out, I gave Fury concussion, he's not the same fighter. Well, you knew that when you had the draw. So why are you talking shit about Fury now instead of trying to hype that fight up? See, we go back to that. Now you're trying to discredit the guy, and then he's going to look like a fool at the end because let's say he beats Fury. Well, you've already talked about Fury to the point where he ain't the same fighter. Now, if people actually believe you, why would we want to follow you? There's nothing else that you can really do but fight the winner out of Joshua and Ruiz. But let's say if Joshua wins, I want to see that same energy. If you don't, we know, once again, it proves that he did not want to fight Anthony Joshua. And I believe that. You don't turn down money and offers after offers. You just don't do it. But again, Eddie Hearn is right. He didn't have that energy to fight Joshua until Joshua lost. Now all of a sudden he wants to fight the winner. And maybe he doesn't even really want to fight those guys. Maybe it's the fact that he wants to fight to get the buzz, all the talks about Joshua and Ruiz, that's what people are talking about to this day, right? So that might be the case. You know, maybe he's just using that as an opportunity to bring attention to himself for his own, you know, self-enjoyment. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Eddie Hearn's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.